ride, and then we riding, baby. Street say that we so crazy. I don't care, don't you ever try play me. I ain't tight, no test lights. I bring it on my worst nights.
Anything that I state is only my opinion. Welcome back to another edition of Clickbait Media. I'm your host, Rob CZ Baby. If this is your first time here, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so whenever I post, you will know that I am here. Now, as we all know by now, Joe Biden has picked Kamala Harris as his VP. Yes, Creepy Joe has picked Kamala Harris as his VP. And I am here to just state my opinion of how I feel that this is just another distraction to the black community. If we haven't learned by now, by Barack Obama, for his distraction, because he did nothing for us. And I'm just want to show y'all now how she is a distraction. She just something else for us to bicker about. And I want to focus on the real issues. And the reason why I say that she's a distraction, because they want to use her race to give us something to bicker back and forth about whether she's black or not. And which it really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the policies that she's going to come out with. Now, I want to get into the policies that she's wanting to put forth and whether they matter to us or not, in my opinion.
In America today, in 99% of the counties, if you are a minimum wage worker working full-time, you cannot afford market rate for a one-bedroom apartment. These are the realities and the truths about America today. And these truths have a direct impact on middle-class working families. And so I'm proposing that we give them a lift up. And so our proposal, we actually called it the LIFT Act, would benefit 1 out of 2 American families. It would benefit 2 out of 3 American children. For African American families, 60% would be lifted out of poverty as a result of this initiative.
So right now, it's pretty much kind of safe to say that the LIFT Act will not directly help the African American or black people. It will only give us a lift up. So no matter how far they lift us, we're still going to be on the bottom. Because it's only going to pull 60% of people out of poverty. And it's not just black people that's in poverty. There's other races that are in poverty. So that act is not for us directly as far as what we're asking for, and which that is for reparations. And they do not want to support that because they would rather give us an education when we can do a lot more with a cash payment. We can do a lot more with land. We can do a lot more with a lot of things than just the education, because you can have a education and still not have a job in the career that you went to school for. So they can stop playing with that. But Kamala Harris, she most definitely does not support reparations. She was even asked in an interview, and she straight beat around the bush on the question. So I'm gonna let you see for yourself.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination and segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit black children, black families, black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
I'm trying to tell you, but that's only my opinion. I mean, I'm just telling you how I hear it. She doesn't support reparations at all. Now, she didn't directly say that, but when she was asked about it, you can clearly see how she included everybody else, everybody in our situation, and even employed like her Lift Act. It would mandatorily lift up poverty, which would include some black people. But she's not taking care of everybody, so it's not directly for us as a black people. And she also states that if it lifts us up, it's going to lift everybody else up, which returns me back to you will lift us up, but we'll still be on the bottom. That's what I'm trying to get to. And why people still bickering and back on her and on what color she is, get off this damn one drop rule. That's all it's based on. If you got some black in your black, you're black and black and black. That's the damn distraction. If you ain't learned from Barack Obama, nothing. Because ain't shit happened with Barack Obama when he was our president. We still going through the same stuff. It's just now that things are beginning to change. What we should do is focus on these policies that they're handing out, because this Lift Act is not for us directly. We want something direct. We want something that's going to lift us up. We need cash payments. We need land. And we also going to need some education. Give us something that we can start off with, where we can possibly go buy some cities and start. Y'all don't be wanting us around no way. So won't you just let us go and start our own little towns? Get out y'all way. But for those that do, we more than welcome to be around y'all. We just tired of dealing with all the hate. And another way that this is a distraction, she's the first black woman that's on a major ticket, but she's also the first Asian woman too. So South Asian, Southern Asian. But this here, she's only going to be the vice president. What is she going to enforce? She's only going to be vice president. Joe Biden will still be the president. He will still enforce his policies. Joe Biden still hasn't apologized for his 94 crime bill. It's just a distraction. It's just a distraction. Political game. Come on. At the same time, they want to lift up the black woman, to give them hope, to say they're the one that carries the Democratic Party. Man, better open your eyes up. For one, she's only focused on 60% of black families. Number two, she does not have a policy that is directly for black people. And number three, she is not willing to bring or try to lift all black families out of poverty. 3 strikes already. You can make your own mind up. I'm just telling you what I think. So at this time, we have to put pressure on them real quick to try to get some of the things that we need. I'm not the things that we want, the things that we need, which is our reparations. If they can print all this money out for this corona perspective, they can give us what we need. It's just we're tired of being on the bottom and y'all trying to keep us down. You're trying to keep us down and we're refusing to stay down. We're still getting back up. So we have to put pressure on them as a team. Unity is what's going, and they're doing everything they can to keep us divided, keep us distracted from everything, from the TV to the music to the whatever they can throw in our face. They trying to throw it to distract us. It's a lot of stuff that's going on they're not even talking about. They ain't talking about we over here in the southern China Sea about to have a fight with Taiwan. With China over Taiwan. Nobody ain't mentioned that. They sending carriers over there to help aid Taiwan. Just in case China wants to jump stupid. And nobody said that. Nothing about that. They got us distracted with Corona, with this voting. They got stuff going on in the Middle East with I think it's fucking Israel or one of them countries they got something going on with. Then they jumping in business over there in Ethiopia and Egypt. They going at it. They ain't saying nothing about none of this. It's all a distraction. You gotta open your eyes. But main thing, we gotta stay. We are 10 toes down on what we need, cause they depending on us. I ain't telling you how to vote, who to vote for. I'm just out here to lay out what I see. Cause we already know, hey, to be honest with you, hey, if Trump was to win, I wouldn't even care. I already know how he is. I can pretty much deal with him another 4 years. I know what he about. Joe Biden don't know what shit. He got a lot of answers and stuff to do. His track record speak for him. So, whatever. I'm just telling my vote can swing anyway. Anyway, right at this moment right here, it's for who got something for my community. You got something for the community, we can go. But shoot, until then, I can see ain't nobody got nothing for us right now. And they trying to beat around the bush all the way up to election day. They still. Hey, but that'll do it for me. I'm your host, Rob Caesar, baby. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know what you think. And I'm up out of here. Peace.
Ride and then we're riding, baby. Squeak, say that we so crazy. I don't care, don't you ever try play me. I ain't tight, no test lights. I bring it on my worst nights.